Today is President's Day, and while we might have a future president in our ranks on this edition of high school girls basketball, we can definitely say there are plenty of future leaders among our sets of contenders. We start the final week of the regular season at Centennial High School in Circle Pines, where the Centennial Cougars, a perennial from the Northwest Suburban, take on the Stillwater Ponies. Both teams made state last year. There's a good chance they could do so again this year. Greetings, everyone. I'm Mike Peden, and we are honored to have Olivia Olson, the all-time scoring leader, all-time rebound leader, and all-time assist leader at Benilde St. Margaret's. Oh, by the way, she's going to be playing in the McDonald's All-American game in April. So, Olivia, thanks for joining us. And to borrow a phrase, I feel like I'm not worthy with all of the accolades you put together. What am I doing here?
Oh, no. I'm excited to be with you. Thanks for having me.
Well, and this is an exciting game. In your case, you know a lot of players from both teams owing to your Fury connections. Stillwater, they made state last year. They've been a competitive force over the last several years, and a big reason for that is the evolution of Amy Thompson, and what a senior season she is having.
Yeah, she's doing awesome. She can score it. She can shoot it really well, and so for them, I think getting her the ball and getting her shots early will be good, and yeah.
Amy Thompson, until this year, never had a game with 30 points or more. She has crossed that mark 8 times. 3 times this season, she has crossed the 40-point mark. Olivia, what do you think is most responsible for Amy's rise in scoring?
I think her teammates getting her the ball and just the work she puts in the offseason. And I was with her almost every day in AAU and just seeing the work she puts in and how to get, working on getting off screens to get open and getting her shot off quick. So I think that really helped her.
Another player Olivia saw a lot of in AAU is Marisa Frost at Centennial. She and Autumn McCall, the 1-2 tandem. They also have Aspen Gray back from an ACL injury. She'll be first off the bench and drop 15 in her first game back against Champlain Park. But Olivia, I'll start with Marisa and Autumn. You've seen them, of course, both being Fury members. Marisa going to North Dakota State, second all-time in scoring at Centennial. What is it about those two that have helped Centennial make it to state over the last several years?
I think they're kind of the 1-2 punch with Centennial, and Marisa being able to bring the ball up, kind of be a playmaker for Autumn down low, and Marisa can knock down shots and get to the rim, and Autumn can finish really well. So I think they'll help them hopefully get back to state this year.
What do you think this game will come down to? Because both teams have their leaders and quite a few solid role players. When you look at the records and you look at the resume, this matchup looks pretty even. What do you think will be the deciding factor?
I think it'll come down to the defense because there's scorers on both sides, but if the players step up and play good defense, I think whoever does that will come out with the victory.
Well, they do say defense wins championships. We won't give away a championship tonight, but we'll find out who will get one step closer to that coveted tournament appearance. We'll be back for the starting lineups. This is high school girls basketball.
Twin Cities Sports Broadcasting, and a whole lot more. That's what you get from TSB Television. We provide long-lasting digital coverage of your favorite athletes from the preps to the pros. Dazzling moves.
Holloman, good if it goes. Yes!
Game winners.
From James. She's in trouble. Finds James. Toss shot! It goes in!
And everything in between.
Before we let you go, do you want to say hi to anybody?
Oh, I don't know. That put me on the spot there.
If you want to connect with our audience, visit us at patreon.com/TSB Television or sponsor our coverage through PayPal and Cash App. Thank you for watching.
Welcome back to Centennial High School in Circle Pines. Mike Peden and Olivia Olson here for this one. And during the warm-ups, Olivia, I noticed a few of your Fury teammates spotted you, and I'm guessing you have more than a few stories. So if Amy or Marisa, if anyone tries to be funny with you, I think you probably have some embarrassing things you could share about them, right?
I do. We have a lot of fun memories, so I'm going to miss it this year.
And as we get underway, this is a non-conference game, but This is the final week of the regular season. You've been in this situation many times before, Olivia. From the mind of an athlete, what are you trying to wrap up, tune up, fine tune, so to speak, before you start sections, knowing this is your last week?
Execution is the most important thing in these last few games before sections. We work on executing all our plays and running through stuff and just kind of, finishing plays well and preparing for sections and into state.
As far as seeding goes, Stillwater and Centennial will likely get the 2 seed in 4 and 7-4A respectively. Although Stillwater has a big game with White Bear Lake, a win there might get them into that 1 spot. For Centennial, they were swept by Andover, but, and I say this, it's a big but, they weren't at full strength. Autumn McCall missed several weeks in December because of a sprained ankle, and Aspen Gray didn't rejoin the team as an active roster member until a few games ago, recovering from her ACL injury. So Centennial might have something for Andover and the rest of that field.
Yeah, for sure.
With the starters introduced, let's recap them for you. For Stillwater, it's Liana Buckhalton, Franny De Leon, Annika Pepper, Amy Thompson, the South Florida commit, and Lucia De Leon. Centennial will start Kate Lee, Molly Munson, Marisa Frost, the North Dakota State commit, Autumn McCall, the St. Thomas Verbal, and Jordan Metz. I will say, Olivia, I'm digging the Stillwater uniforms. I've noticed they have the same design, different color scheme, of course. Same design, though, that Eastridge has, but they look pretty sharp.
They do. I like the all white.
I like the script font, too.
Yeah, that's cool.
Centennial wearing the black. Stillwater wearing the white. I don't know about you, Olivia, but my money's on the red team.
Yeah, they're both red, so we'll see who comes with the defense today.
Well, as you can attest to, red is a sporting color. I think you look pretty good in red yourself.
I like to think so, too.
Do you have a preference between your red and your whites at Benilde St. Margaret's?
I like wearing our reds. I think they look sharper. I love them.
Well, you've left a lot of people seeing red over the last couple of years.
Yeah, it's been a fun ride.
That's Amy Thompson, who puts back her own miss. Amy Thompson scored 48 points in a game earlier this season. 3 40-point games. She's averaging over 26, not quite in the top 10, but one of those blossomers. Autumn McCall had that shot partially tipped. It's picked up by Annika Pepper. Again, a lot of Fury connections here. Liana Buckhalton lines up a 3. That goes off the back iron. Lucia De Leon to Buckhalton. Can't get the roll. And that is Kate Lee. A lot of multi-sport athletes on the Centennial roster. And a foul that will go against Franny De Leon.
Fouls on opponents number 4, Franny De Leon.
16:41 left in the first half. It's early, Olivia, but what have you seen so far?
I've seen some good drives by both teams. Amy had a good putback to get her 2 points on the board. And Centennial has had some tough drives, but Stillwater's had some good defense so far. I like to see the matchup with Marisa and Amy. Marisa guarding Amy to start, though. That's a good one.
And if I'm correct, those two were teammates of yours in AAUs.
Yep.
There's Marisa Frost, the all-time steals leader at Centennial, who will have a chance for a 3-point play. And you and Marisa have one more thing in common, Olivia. You both got featured pages in the breakdown.
Yeah. Hers is really cool.
Well, yours is not too bad, I would say. Not too shabby. But Marisa Frost, considered to have one of the best court visions out there. Maya Moore and Lindsay Whalen are her two idols. And after that three-point play, Molly Munson followed up with a steal for Centennial. McCall, long two. I don't know how you feel about that, Olivia. I know for me, and I'm guessing for coaches, it's the shot that makes you scratch your head a little bit.
Yeah, probably better to get one more foot back and get a three, but sometimes hard to see on the court.
Monica Pepper just got one.
Yeah.
And what you said about peripheral vision, hang on, we've got a three from the key. That just grazed the front iron. Rebound, Buckhalton. I've noticed that come into play, particularly when you go to games at college venues, like you've done at State, as Centennial looking to go fast break. Frost, oh my goodness. Tim Pepper was saying travel. Marisa Frost, now that's a clever use of the dribble and the pivot. I thought she was too far underneath.
Yeah, me too. She's going to hit one.
Well, she'll not
almost.
quite. Buckhalton stayed on top of her. Munson blocked, got it back. Ball poked from behind by Franny De Leon, got her hand in the cookie jar. Thompson didn't have the shooting space for a three. Buckhalton zigzags, cut off. Pepper, ooh, shuffled. That bunny hop.
They're getting some good looks, though.
I was going to go back to that last play, Olivia. Marisa, was that something she worked on during AAU? Because to pull that off, you not only have to know where your pivot is, but your back is turned to the bucket. That takes a lot of confidence and reps, I would think.
Yeah, she can always make crazy shots that there she goes again. She can make crazy shots and ones. She kind of just swiftly gets to the basket and has worked on finishing a lot. So, yeah.
I'd say that was less crazy than the previous one, but it does give her a chance for a three-point play.
Yep.
Averaging 22.7. The Southpaw has all 8 of Centennial's points. A soccer player, too, and made several state tournaments there in Class 3A. Here is Thompson, bullseye. We're even at 8. Thompson with the first three-pointer. Frost again. Can't flip it in, a little high. Dead ball rebound to the Ponies of Stillwater. Pepper out to Buckhalton. She lets the three fly. It's short. McCall had the pass knocked away. Kate Lee's got it. Frost getting into a little scuffle there with Franny De Leon. Draws the foul. Those are two strong players. They just bounced off each other.
Yeah, for sure. Good take.
Already 4 fouls on Stillwater in this half. This has been an annual series since Tim Pepper took over at Stillwater. He and Jamie Sobolik know each other. Tim Pepper, part of the Fury program. And next year, I was told, they are going to turn this into a boys-girls doubleheader.
Oh, wow. That's a good one. That'll be good. Hopefully bring a lot of fans in.
And you were part of one with Benilde St. Margaret's and De La Salle. They always would play right before Christmas. I'm guessing those were highly attended games.
Yeah, it's always a good rivalry match. Tried to get the trophy. Christian brother cut back. Okay.
Well, you weren't available this year, so De La Salle took the trophy, but I think you'd be okay if you get the one that awaits in March, if you can go.
Yeah, I think so,
If you're
too.
fortunate enough to make it that far. I don't want to say you've got it in the bag. I don't
Yeah.
think any team is going to act like they've won it.
Yeah, no, for sure. We have a lot of work to do.
Stillwater nearly coughed it up. Amy Thompson, that was Frost getting her hand on it. You think about all the times they've gone at each other in scrimmages for Fury and in high school.
as Jordan Metz scores.
Jordan Metz.
Driving kick, Buckhalton left alone. 3-2 strong. Centennial leading 10-8. McCall catches the outlet. Leans into it. That was a tough shot.
Great move.
That was a tough shot, Olivia. I'm guessing you've been in that situation before. How do you utilize your pivot and whatever inches you can gain when you've got a defender on you?
I think it's important to stay on balance, and Autumn used her pivot footway to do a good step through, and just being able to utilize her length and size in the paint, and with good footwork will help.
And she's demonstrated plenty of that over the years for Centennial. Baseline J for Kate Lee is offline. 12-10 the score. This is Franny De Leon. Things got a little wacky for a moment. Now Franny goes up and puts it in. De Leon on the board. We're even at 12. Olivia, these two teams can't shake each other.
I know, it's going to be a back and forth game.
Frost for three. Yes.
Basket for the Cougars, Marisa Frost.
Thompson, for a second, I thought she was going to pull up from there.
Yeah.
The Caitlin Clark effect.
She has that kind of range.
I would not dispute it. McCall can't finish the fast break play. I'm guessing you're working on that range, Olivia? Well, speak of. Okay, not quite. You can shoot from that far, right?
Yeah, it's when I'm feeling it.
When you're feeling it.
I can hold them sometimes.
We've got a timeout taken by Centennial? No, Stillwater. Okay. (15-12) the score in favor of Centennial. Marisa Frost already has 11 points, Olivia. I feel like Frost and so many others I feel fall into this category. Centennial, they've made state, but a lot of attention in 4A has gone to the Lake Conference, Hopkins, STMA, Wayzata. I feel like Marisa Frost and Amy Thompson, too, a couple of players who might be getting a little more attention, maybe if they're making deeper runs, but it's a reminder of just how widespread the talent pool is.
Yeah, I think that it's crazy how many great players are in Minnesota, especially in these classes, and Marisa and Amy being two of them on the court right now. It's been fun to watch them battle so far.
Well, and even your team, I'll never forget what Sierra Lumpkin did in the championship to help carry your team to that title against Stewartville.
Yeah, she was a big role in that one.
Annika Pepper, another three-point threat, and Amy Thompson set her up. I remember a couple years ago, Annika came in when Stillwater was heavily shorthanded due to illness and, in one case, a player going on vacation. Annika had, I think, 10, 11 points.
Wow.
Having to start.
It's good to get experience.
Centennial, no lack of experience on their end. Sydney Schmitz scoring. O-board, and the elbow J. Chloe Reimel, the 5'5" sophomore. Frost zips it over to Aspen Gray. She's got the brace on, but again, considered one of the X Factor's hustle players for the Cougars. Schmitz in trouble, and she walked. And when you've got two or three players on top of you like that, Olivia, it can be tough to stay on your pivot.
Yeah, it's tough to see open players on the outside. So maybe they can dive to the basket more. figure out how to get it open to the outside.
We were talking about Annika's first start at this game last year, her first game with extended minutes. Do you remember the first game you started, Olivia?
I think it was my first career game in 8th grade I started, and I was very nervous. I think we played St. Anthony, and yeah, I remember it really well. I was just nervous, wanted to play hard, and yeah, we lost, but it was a good learning experience.
Centennial takes it away. That was Stillwater, I should say. The white on red, I keep getting thrown off because they both wear white, I think, on their road kits.
Yep.
But Centennial takes over anyway, so no harm, no foul. Could you imagine if someone tried to make a guess on how far you go after that first game?
Yeah.
You told me, yeah, we lost the first one.
Yep.
Well,
it's crazy. Our team
we've
worked hard and gotten. Hopefully, we'll get one more this year. That's our goal. So.
Well, I would say what people have seen from you the last couple of years, they probably are going, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
But I think it's worth reminding folks. It took a little while because I think your first couple of years, Benilde St. Margaret's wasn't quite at the level they have reached this year, last year.
Yep.
It took some doing to get yourselves back into championship contending status.
Yeah, I think it's good. We just kind of kept our head down and kept working, and we still obviously have a lot of work to do, but it's been fun to see our growth as a team.
Autumn McCall completes the fast break play. Sydney Schmitz got the takeaway on the other end for the Cougars of Centennial. Thompson looking for the penetration. Frost cuts her off. And another
travels.
8:03 left, and Centennial up by 2. And Olivia, I see this a lot. I've said it's the bane of every ball handler, what some call that elephant step. You make the move, but you forget to put the ball on the floor first.
Yeah.
You're like a half step ahead of yourself.
Yep.
I'm sure that's never happened to you.
Oh, I wish it didn't.
But this one has been tight all the way through. McCall looking for that spin move again. Schmitz has it now. Out at the high post. Gray hands it off to McCall. She lets the 3 fly. It's short. Schmitz, rebound, throws it up. Okay. Olivia, I am underestimating Centennial's grit here. I've seen them a couple of times now throw up some shots that I'm going, I don't know, and they make it work. That's what counts.
Yep, they're getting good second chance points. So.
Monica Pepper, another 3. Why not? She has one of the highest arcing three-point shots I've seen out of anyone this season. She puts a lot of elevation on those.
Yep.
That makes it a 1-point game, 21-20. On a busy day of high school and college activity, Illinois got a big upset over Indiana earlier today. Frost around Buckhalton, and she'll go a line for 2.
She keeps taking them to the basket, which I like to see. Keep doing that.
And that vision, I'd also say that first step of hers is a big aid as well.
Yeah, it helps her get to the basket quick.
Now, I have to ask you, when the two of you noticed that you had full-page features in the breakdown, did you share any messages? And was there any sort of, not competition, but did you and Marisa say, mine's better? My photo's better?
I don't think so. We kind of just supported each other. And
or did you cringe when you're like, holy cow, my face is huge?
Yeah, probably. It's sometimes hard to look at yourself, but I like looking at hers.
I have a feeling she would answer the same way.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of huge, Marisa Frost with a huge game. Amy Thompson can't hit the 14-footer. Frost now has 13 points, and she has yet to miss at the free throw line.
Wow.
Centennial lost it this time. Over the last few years, they've had to overcome some slow starts. Annika Pepper missing the take. Buckhalton there. 3 on the way. Rims out. That was Franny De Leon. Thompson taking a breather right now. But it's funny how things work out sometimes, Olivia. Centennial reached the semifinals in 4A in 2021. The last couple of years, they had slow starts, but they got their groove in sections and made their way into the state tournament. And this year, a similar trajectory.
Yep, I think that they keep working hard, working as a team and working on their execution. I think they have a good shot of making it again this year.
Well, they lost 5 of their first 7. They have won 8 in a row. 5.5 to go in the first half. Collision. And every team is different, Olivia, but what do you think is it about Centennial, Marisa, and Autumn where they might look sluggish to start the season, but by late February they turn into one of those teams that can sneak up and catch you?
I just think that Marisa and Autumn know when to step up when Centennial needs it, and they have these past 8 games, obviously, an 8-game winning streak, and I think they just need to continue doing so into section play.
Well, speaking of sneaking up, that's what Jordan Metz did to get the block. Kate Munson is going to go to the line for 2. And Stillwater in the penalty here. Kate Munson. Or Kate Lee, I should say. I got her name and Molly Munson mixed up. Kate Lee with 3 points per game. My apologies, Kate and Molly. Please do not take that as a suggestion that I want to fuse the two of you. I think when you cover games every week, sometimes the names and numbers start blurring together.
Yeah, for sure it happens.
5 minutes to go. Empty possession for the Cougars there. There's Marisa Frost with another swipe. Another steal and run out. She keeps this up, Olivia. I'm going to have to hide the cookie jar because Marisa is going to take them all.
Yep, she will.
Speaking of,
almost had another one there.
She does lead a tie-up, though, and Centennial with the arrow. Marisa really coming through on defense. Olivia, you said whoever could make those moves would have the edge, and Marisa is handling the assignment quite well.
Yep, I think she's really known for her defense and isn't always known for that, but she always guards the best player they play and uses her quickness to her strength.
Jordan Metz sinks the corner 3 for Centennial. This is their largest lead of the game. 28-20, of course, with the shot clock. Long way to go. You're never out of it. Buckhalton nowhere to go. Was able to get it off of Autumn McCall. I'm laughing, or was for a moment, because everyone thought it was going to be a Centennial ball. Both Autumn and Liana thought so, and the official said, no, come back here. I'm guessing that's happened to everybody.
Yeah,
Amy Thompson scores on the take. That was a bucket Stillwater needed.
Yeah, for sure.
McCall looking to go inside from the high post, and she does. McCall with 6. Pepper has 3 triples, tries to dribble her way through. Frost staying on Thompson, even through that screen. Pepper puts a move on Lee, but Munson is there for the stop. 3:27 left in the first half. 30-22 the score. Centennial over Stillwater. Centennial looking to make it 9 straight. Stillwater getting a bucket there from Liana Buckhalton. Stillwater coming off a close one with Eastridge. Had the lead. Amy Thompson had 47 in that one, but it wasn't quite enough. Metz around, but couldn't break her way inside. Buckhalton looking to change speeds. Molly Munson picks her pocket, and she's got a wide open lane.
Centennial's doing a great job at picking their pockets and getting easy points.
You know a thing or two about that. The best way to generate offense, those fast break plays before the defense has time to set up. Buckhalton. Out to Lucia De Leon. Amy Thompson. 10 to shoot. Thompson. Got it.
She doesn't need much time to get those shots off.
That is a super quick release. Maybe the fastest I've seen out of anyone this season.
Yep. High school, that's a great release.
Stillwater collapsing and taking the ball away. That's Lucia De Leon backing her way into the lane. Out to Pepper. She's hit 3 triples. Make it 4.
Close game again.
And with so much emphasis on three-point shooting these days, Olivia, if you're in a hole, it doesn't take much to get out of it.
Yeah, for sure.
And this woman should know. She scored her 2,000th point on a three-pointer.
Yeah, that was a good one to get it on.
Metz wants one, but she won't get it for Centennial. Another 3 for Thompson. Well, she is human. Oh, that was...
That was close.
Yeah. Addison Bergstad, not quite enough space there, but points for trying. I will never give anyone a hard time for hustling, even if you run out of bounds. I'd like to see you make an effort to save possession.
For sure. Good hustle.
Well, you never know when coaches are going to be taking a look at you at the college level, high school coaches. I'm like that, too, when I see a traveling call that comes from a hustle play.
Yep.
Speaking of hustle,
there we go.
Autumn McCall taking a page out of Marisa Frost's playbook.
Yep.
And Autumn
Centennial defense is awesome right now.
Autumn was a player that needed a little bit of seasoning early on as a freshman, so she played a little bit of JV time and then came in. Jamie Sobolik, the head coach of Centennial, really praised her growth over the last several years. Her favorite animals are turtles, and she's fluent in Spanish.
Wow. It's something we have in similar. I went to a Spanish immersion school.
You
So
did?
I wonder if she went to a Spanish immersion school too.
You know what? Maybe you can ask her after the game.
Yeah, well, maybe post-game interview. See.
We should find out, yes, because inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah, for sure.
50 seconds left in Centennial. Olivia, you have to acknowledge their ability to come up clutch every time Stillwater is ready to make a run. They've answered with a big bucket, a three-point play, a steal and run out.
Yeah, I think they just need to continue that and continue getting stops on defense.
Metz. It's Kate Lee for 3. Off the rim. Stillwater could hold for one more if they want. Thompson draws the foul. Stillwater looking to get another bucket here. Centennial had a lot of fouls to give. In fact, they still have 3 more, which I think speaks to their defensive acumen. Not only are they getting stops, they've been doing it
Without
cleanly,
foul.
right?
Yep. Yeah, I think that's important.
Still Stillwater ball. This is Bergstad. Buckhalton for 3. Off the heel. Metz got it. Finds McCall on the outlet, but she was... Ooh, wow, that's a tough one. I'm not sure what happened, Olivia. I'm guessing Autumn maybe didn't catch it in position where she had to go off balance to retrieve it.
Yeah, it was a funky timing.
And a reminder of how even a slight misdirection can affect an entire play. So Stillwater has one more chance. 5 seconds. Buckhalton lost it on the dribble. Frost's got to let it go. Oh! My goodness!
Crazy.
Let's kick some ice! Marisa Frost taking a page out of Damian Lillard's book from last night's All-Star game. And look at the Centennial team.
I knew that was in right away.
Have you practiced that? Did you know it was going in based on practice, or
Yeah, I think
is it just some sixth sense you have?
I think everyone practices those as a kid, and yeah, it just looked good right coming off her hand.
We were talking about Caitlin Clark earlier and what she's done. I wouldn't be surprised if Marisa Frost took a page out of some of those big-name players. So Centennial's up 38-30 at the half, Olivia. What do you think that half-court buzzer beater will do?
I think that'll keep Centennial going with their defense leading to offense and them continuing to get stops. And on the other end, I think Stillwater just needs to continue moving the ball around. They're getting good shots off movement and screens. And so if they continue doing that, get Amy some more threes and Annika some threes. She's been hot this half. So I think they just need to continue working as a team to climb back.
Well, we're going to need a few minutes to catch our breath after that amazing half-court shot. This is high school girls basketball. Centennial leads Stillwater 38-30.
Twin Cities Sports Broadcasting, and a whole lot more. That's what you get from TSB Television. We provide long-lasting digital coverage of your favorite athletes from the preps to the pros. Dazzling moves.
Holloman, good if it goes. Yes!
Game winners.
From James. She's in trouble. Finds James. Toss shot! It goes in!
And everything in between.
Before we let you go, do you want to say hi to anybody?
Oh, I don't know. That put me on the spot there.
If you want to connect with our audience, visit us at patreon.com/TSB Television or sponsor our coverage through PayPal and Cash App. Thank you for watching.
Mike Peden and Olivia Olson with you as we are still beaming, or I am, I'm guessing you are too, Olivia, over Marisa Frost's half-court, 45-foot buzzer beater. Centennial leads Stillwater 38-30. That last three gives Marisa Frost 18 points for the first half. Autumn McCall with 9. For Stillwater, Annika Pepper with 12 and Amy Thompson with 10. Olivia, Centennial has found an answer every time Stillwater has made a run. How can Stillwater get over that proverbial hump?
I think they just need to have a strong start to the second half and get some threes up, even if it's just twos. They just need to have a strong start to get things flowing again.
And as we start the second half, there was one thing I did want to ask you, Olivia, since you're with us. What you thought when you learned you were the cover athlete for this year's breakdown book?
It's an honor, really. I was not expecting that, and
were you expecting that?
yes, I was. But yeah, it's really cool, and I'm just grateful for everyone who has supported me and helped me get to where I am.
Autumn McCall with the putback layup for Centennial, and Stillwater answers back. Lucia De Leon scores her first bucket for the Ponies. Mets up, too strong, 40-32. Driving kick, back to Pepper, another three. Short that time. This is Molly Munson. Finds
Here goes
Frost.
Marisa.
She's thinking about it. Well, if she can hit a 45-footer, what's one for the wing? But kind of put herself in a bind there along the baseline. Well, Olivia, your distinction puts you in the same company as Adalia McKenzie, Maya Naji, Tessa Johnson, Paige Beckers.
That's crazy. That's an awesome list of players, so just to be up there with them.
Yeah, they've done all right.
Yeah, they sure have. It's been good to watch them and follow them the past couple years, and it's been fun to watch them in college so far, too.
8 to shoot for the Ponies. Kick ball. That will reset the shot clock to 20. Well, who knows? Maybe you might get to play Paige next year. She announced she was going to go at it one more year.
Her 5th year. That's exciting news for the Minnesota community.
And I don't want to say it's the right move. I don't want to say there's a right and a wrong, but I think it's an understandable one as Frost blocks Thompson on the three. More of that defensive stinginess out of Marisa. I feel like she's playing the game of her life right now.
Yep, she knows. Seems like she knows every move right now. to do.
But to finish up on Paige, I feel in her case, getting another year to perhaps soothe any nerves about folks who might be worried over her injury history might go a long way. And I guess we'll have to see where Caitlin Clark goes, whether it's in the WNBA or back to Iowa. I know Marisa Frost is going, and that's to the bucket. She's got 20.
Yeah, she's off to a quick start again.
I've never seen a game like this out of her before. Fade away for Munson, too strong. It's Autumn McCall. Right idea, but hard to win those rebounds when you've got 4 white jerseys. Not a problem for Jordan Metz. I'll just take that ball. Thank you very much. That's what she said. Munson wants the 3.
Ooh, that would have been a good one. Centennial's doing awesome at getting their transition up in steals, and yeah, looks good so far.
And again, for the last 3 years, every February it seems they're locked in, and I know your team went through a similar start. Of course, in your case, you were shorthanded. You were recovering from that broken hand. I remember you showing myself and Ebony Rich the surgery scar, and I'm like, why did I see that?
Yeah.
I regretted that.
It's not a great image, but it's been doing better. It's healing, so looks better, a little better now.
I was going to say, well, healing would be an understatement from what I've seen out of you. And Amy Thompson looking for the 3, won't get it. Let's see, what have you done since then? Oh, you haven't lost a game. Traveling call, McCall. You even beat St. Michael Albertville.
Yeah, that was a great team win. We did a lot of things well, and yeah, it was a good team win to get that one.
So I guess I learned the secret. Just break your hand. No. I would not wish that on anybody.
Yeah, I would not want to go through that again. But it's been
break
good.
your hand, and everything will just fall into play.
Yeah.
No, really, I think it speaks to the growth, as Thompson missed the runner, of folks like Zahara Bishop, Sydney Fridley, Kay Kapsner, because they've all had to step up with Kendall McGee still not able to play. So I know you do a lot for this team, but I feel like the others have understood, hey, if we want to make something out of this, we've got to bring our stuff too. And Zahara, I feel like she's had a great junior season.
Yeah. I honestly think it was a blessing in disguise, because we've had Z step up and Sydney and all them kind of know that they can produce as well. And so being able to do that, I think has really grown our confidence as a team.
Well, Centennials, I'd say, is sky high right now.
Yeah.
.14:03 left in the second half. 42-32 Centennial staying in front, thanks to an outstanding showcase from that woman, the North Dakota State commit. Marisa Frost, well, she and Autumn McCall, didn't end well for Centennial that possession, but I believe they will be conference rivals in a couple of years, both in the Summit League.
Yeah, that'll be a good return.
What about you? I know Caitlin Clark is still up in the air. I mean, I know there's a part of you that would probably enjoy relishing the chance to play against her. At the same time, I'm wondering, it might be a relief if you didn't, but who are you looking forward to playing against next year, as we've got free throws for Stillwater?
I think for sure Caitlin, if she stays, that'll be an awesome matchup. Kind of like a surreal moment, just watching her grow up and into the player she is, and so that'd be really cool to play her. And just I feel like it's gonna be cool to play Minnesota at home, hopefully. That I'm looking forward to that. So
USC's coming in. They've got Juju Watkins.
Juju, that'll be
UCLA. Look what they put together, some strong teams.
Yeah, it's the Big Ten's
London
on
Jones.
the rise.
Oh, yeah, right. It was tough before all these new arrivals. And speaking of tough, Jordan Metz with a dose of toughness there. Pepper hit free throws for Stillwater, and now Jordan Metz has a chance to hit free throws. Metz, a multi-sport athlete. Basketball and soccer. A lot of basketball, soccer athletes on the Centennial team. And you and Jordan Metz had something in common. Metz was also a goalkeeper.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. That's cool. It's fun. It helps playing basketball, being able to, with your passing ability, and I've seen that with her here.
Well, that was a fun little play for Stillwater. Metz looking for a three, short. 45-36. We've got a pile up. Jump ball, and the arrow belongs to Stillwater. And Olivia, what is it like being at the bottom or in the center of those scrums? I know it's maybe not as intense as football, but I have to think when you're down there diving for them, it can get a little crazy.
Yeah, I think everyone's just hoping for the ball, and so it shows kind of a lot of toughness, being able to get in there, and yeah.
Probably a moment where you're glad it's not akin to football.
Yeah, for sure.
And you've got players poking at you. I'm going to say, you mentioned Minnesota earlier. You're already used to playing at their home arena.
Yeah. Yep.
One of many. We'll move on and I'm guessing if my instincts serve me well, as Metz finds McCall for three, short, 9-point game still. But if my instincts are correct, I'm guessing whenever your first visit back home is, I could see a lot of Benilde St. Margaret's alumni or fellow players making the trip.
For sure. That'll be a really cool moment, I think, and good to see everyone again.
Because I've seen big crowds when Adalia McKenzie comes here, plays at Illinois. Of course, everyone showed up when UConn paid a visit.
Yep.
12 minutes to go. Autumn McCall, our Spanish language speaker and our turtle enthusiast, will shoot a couple more here. Again, McCall sprained her ankle, second game of the season, missed several weeks, averaging 11.1 a game, but also a great rebounding presence for this Cougars team.
Yep, she's been doing a great job attacking the rim and getting to the free throw line and getting easy shots down low.
Now, I know you and Autumn are on separate teams because of grade level, but I'm guessing you'd scrimmaged against her, and, of course, another teammate of Autumn's, two of them, who are prodigies in their own right, Jordan Odie and Addie Mack.
Yep. Yeah, it's always fun to see Tim's here, too, their coach, and my coach, too. So I'm going to try and practice with them this year during this AAU season just to get reps in, and, I think that'll be fun. I love their team, so, yeah.
Autumn McCall up to 13 points, 47-36 to score. And since we have this timeout, Olivia, I feel like I'm getting an insight into things that I've wanted to know for a while, but you've cultivated a lot of friendships, and one of them is with Addie Mack. I didn't know this, actually. I guess she is a sneaky defender in her own right, so I shouldn't be surprised, but she was there to see you get 2,000 points. And how did that friendship start, and how have the two of you bonded as closely as you have? Because every time I see the two of you knock off another achievement, you're usually the first to celebrate the other.
Yeah, she's like my best friend. So just being able to meet her through basketball and the Fury has been awesome. That's kind of where our friendship started, and just being able to talk about anything basketball related or life. I feel like we're always there for each other. So it's been really cool to see her achievements this year, and I'm excited to see where she'll end up at college and just kind of continuing to stay in touch.
I feel like we are all grateful and perhaps relieved that Odie and Mac don't play in the same high school team together.
For sure. Yep.
I've seen what they can do in AAU.
Yeah. That'd be a crazy duo.
If I had to go against them, I think I might just forfeit. Like, all right, no. Well, Stillwater getting the way back to the line. I've noticed Stillwater starting to attack a little more in the second half and get a few trips here.
Yep, it's been good to see them try and get to the basket more.
This is Liana Buckhalton. Knocks down the front end. Buckhalton averaging 13.6. Annika Pepper, the other double-digit score at 10.7. for the Ponies to compliment Amy Thompson. I remember years ago, Olivia, when Sarah Scalia led the way for Stillwater and Liza Carlin, Alexis Pratt, and while graduations always change the makeup of a roster, it's been really cool to see folks like Lexi Carlin and now Amy Thompson seize the initiative. That's going to be another traveling call. And to me, that's one of the joys of this sport. You never know who's going to step up when. Zahara Bishop comes to mind. She did admirably while you were recovering, and I have a feeling that's going to bolster her confidence.
Yep.
Aspen Gray with the steal. Annika Pepper staying with her. Stillwater saves it. That's why you keep playing until you hear that whistle.
Yep.
There's a push. But where was I? You never know when your name will be called up, or heaven forbid, an injury happens like with you and Kendall. And so to see players that maybe we didn't think highly of per se compared to yourself or Liv McGill. Amy Thompson, well, if she shoots like that, she's going to be going for the heavens at South Florida.
Yeah,
But that's what I love about this sport. No matter when it happens, it's always great to see players like her blossom.
Yeah, it's awesome to see her get the recognition for the work she's put in and talent she's had.
Centennial looking to go backdoor. Now they find Frost out at the wing. Her three. Off the rim. It's Gray for the putback. That was her ticket to her 15-point effort recently. All those hustle plays, and they do add up. Thompson, there's that quick release again. Bullseye.
It's a crazy release. So quick.
I have never seen anyone get rid of the ball that fast.
Yeah.
At least not at this level.
It's a 5-point game now.
And Centennial overshoots the mark on the high-low. Olivia, I'm going back to that last three. I'm wondering, I suppose we could do this, so I have video of it, do a comparison between you and Amy. Who's got the faster release? I think Amy might give everyone a run.
Yeah.
You might.
Sure.
Speaking of those reps you were talking about, you might want to hit Amy up. Where did you learn to shoot that quick?
For sure.
I think that's one reason she's been able to put up as many points as she has, though, this season, because when you have such a quick release, here comes Pepper on the take. She'll shoot two. But when you have a quick release, it gives the defense extremely little time to recover and get to your position.
For sure. You don't see her take a ton of dribbles and do a whole bunch of moves. She can just get that shot off really quick, and that's been really successful for her.
Annika Pepper made her last two free throws. She's up to 15 points now. Season high 25. And Pepper is still perfect at the line. (49-46), one possession game with 9:28 to go. Backdoor play, foul. That's tough because initially it looked like Stillwater had read the lane. Just the first on Pepper, but still a tough break, Olivia, when it looked like you had a possible steal and run out heading your way.
Yeah, they read it right. They were there in the right place. Just unfortunate.
Frost can't get the bounce. Stillwater could tie it here, but Thompson wants to go in for the layup. Centennial hanging on to their timeouts, but it's a one-point game. Metz with the post up. Good move indeed. She's got 10. And Jordan is quietly putting up a nice game here.
Yeah, I really like her vision to get other people open as well.
On the line, swish. They say it's the shot that drives coaches crazy, but if it goes in, that's what counts.
Yeah, for
You'll
sure.
take the points no matter how they come.
Yep, 2 points, 2 points.
Now, Marisa Frost has only scored 2 points this half, and Buckhalton pries it away. Pepper will go to the line. Centennial out of fouls to give, and Stillwater, they trail by 11. They have a chance to take the lead here.
She's been perfect from the line, too, I think. So
4 of 4.
maybe she'll keep it going.
Team 7th at the line.
Do you know, I'm just curious, how many free throw makes you've had without missing in a game?
I have no idea. Oh, I jinxed it. I jinxed this one.
Well, that's it. I think you'll be banned from Fury scrimmages.
probably.
At least on Annika's team. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
I honestly don't know how many I've had in a row in a game or spurts of games.
You probably hit so many, it's hard to keep track. We're tied, though, after Pepper splits at the line. Again, Frost with just 2 points this half. She's looking to get 3 here. And she comes up short. Thompson with the rebound. Buckhalton. Back to Thompson. Buckhalton. That's McCall with the rejection. Last touched by Stillwater. Final week of the regular season. In Class A and 2A, some of the bigger sections down south will begin section play this week, but everyone tuning up for that final run. And a lot of big games this week. Speaking of big, I almost forgot. I'll hold that thought here because Frost looking for the flip. Stillwater outlet. Thompson got it. Timeout Centennial. Buckhalton to Thompson for the touchdown pass. And Olivia, that takes some refining, some polishing to make those long outlets work. But when they pay off, you get plays like that.
Yeah. It's an awesome pass.
I was going to say,
Touchdown.
before that flurry of activity, I was going to say, this woman here, I think, won your first ever conference title, at least since you were
Yep.
playing.
Yeah, it was our first in 10 years. So it's crazy. But yeah.
A 2-time state champion in soccer and basketball, all-time record holder, and never had a conference title.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good.
How crazy is that? I mean, I know you play for the state titles, so,
Yeah.
but just one of those many things. So another point, Olivia, how have you handled, I ask this a lot from players like yourself or others who get a lot of attention. I know you've been the subject of many interviews and stories this year. How do you handle all that attention, and how do you perhaps channel it in a positive way? Because it can be overwhelming for younger players to get that kind of recognition.
I just try and remain humble and at task with what we have to do and our plan with the team. And I've just been working hard to try and help us get back to the state tournament, and that's our goal. And so just being able to channel it into like day-by-day thinking and taking on the day, I think.
All right, Olivia, what does Centennial have to do? Well, they was a high-low play. I'm guessing that was one option, but how does Centennial get out of this jam? And
I think they need some stops in their transition defense.
And that was not one of them, as
Yeah.
Addison Bergstad scores. Well, we saw them turn steals into transition plays earlier, and that has gone away.
Yeah.
Thompson now on Metz. This is McCall out at the high post, needs help. Still a lot of time left. Driving kick out to McCall. 8 to shoot, through the hole and in. 6:25, and again with the shot clock, a lot of time remaining. You can't lay back like you used to. Buckhalton came up short on the drive. And now McCall. Munson was thinking about it. Oh, the shuffling. I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
And I say that not because I'm rooting for Centennial over Stillwater per se. You hate to see a player get caught for that. And now Thompson's going to go to the line with the foul on Frost. That's just your first, but Amy Thompson, who's been having a solid second half here, can add 2 more. Amy, one of those players who has slowly upped her game over the years and taking her scoring to stratospheric heights. She makes both free throws, and Stillwater, they have been money at the line. Just the one miss.
Steal.
Thompson. Frost gets the stop. Buckhalton catches up, but needed to clutch for a moment. Otherwise, I think you get a second chance putback instead. It's a side out for Stillwater. 5:49 to go. Centennial winning 8 in a row. Stillwater trying to pick up another win.
Great take.
Amy Thompson taking that one to the bank. She's got 24. Frost gets one to go.
That's her go-to hezzy move. She's great at that.
59-55. Centennial, they're going to need to stop her too, though, with 5:20 to go. Collision and a foul. And remember, Stillwater in the bonus here. So Buckhalton will go to the line.
Fouls on the Cougars, number 5. Kate Lee, that's her third. United, the line for Ponies is the Autumn McCall.
Buckhalton with 8 points. 1 and 1. And an empty possession there. Big opportunity for Centennial. Frost working off the screen. Now McCall fires. Bullseye.
Needed that. Another 1-point game.
And with Frost and that vision of hers, I think that opens up that possibility.
Yep. For sure. We need to stop her. Oh.
And that's not going to help, but
Back at the free throw line now.
that last bucket, because Frost is so good with the ball and seeing the floor, she can bait you into that drive and set up a kick out like she just did.
Yeah.
That last foul is on Kate Lee, her 4th, and back to the line is Annika Pepper. Annika gets the front end to drop. I can't believe this now. Annika's a junior.
Yeah.
If I remember, she's on the same team as McCall and Addie and Jordan.
Yep.
And she's got 19.
She stepped up big this game.
She's doing well. It's a 3-point game. Nobody's won it yet. In fact, Jamie Soboluk was saying at this stage now with the shot clock, and you can attest to this, Olivia, 4:41's a lot of time.
Yeah, there's a lot of possessions left in this. Anything can happen.
Gray to McCall. Finds Munson. Thought about it for a moment. Can't bank it in. Pepper with the rebound. Buckhalton. Lobs it over to Bergstad. Buckhalton step back 3. That would have been a big bucket for the Ponies. Instead, Centennial gets the stop. Don't need a 3, of course, unless you've got a good look. Munson trying to maneuver inside. Not much there. Maybe got a little too gutsy with it. It will stay with Stillwater. Olivia, what would you say has been the biggest difference from the first to second half? I think one is Marisa Frost not getting as many involvement, not being as productive as she was in the first half.
Yeah.
From your view, what have you seen?
I think Stillwater has taken it at them in transition. They've done a lot better on defense on that end to get transition layups. And then And then Amy has gotten really good drives, and she started producing a lot this half.
She got poked in the face by Marisa Frost. And Thompson, let's see how they do this here, because she would have to shoot free throws. And Tim Pepper is talking to the official there because I think he's going over the free throw procedures.
Yeah.
I heard some Stillwater fans here yelling, take a timeout. Stillwater has plenty. And Stillwater will take a timeout to give Thompson a little more time to shoot those free throws, because if she couldn't, then I remember right, someone else would have to take her spot. I know in the pros, if you can't shoot free throws, you can't return to the game. I don't know how that works at the high school level.
Oh, I didn't know that. I think you can still return in high school, but I didn't know that in the NBA.
Well, you would know about that because I remember you telling us the tale of staying in that Providence game after breaking your hand, playing with one hand basically, and until the trainer is like, you might want to get that looked at.
Yeah, I shot.
I don't know how the story went, but
yeah, that's basically how it went. I broke it and then went out and kind of knew it was broken, but then I went back in and just kind of tried to play through it.
So big free throws here. And Amy Thompson, we'll have to see how she's doing. This is one of those rare instances where I'm not as versed on procedures. Again, I know in the pros, if you can't shoot free throws, you can't return. I don't know what happens at the high school level because I've never seen this before.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Subbing in for the Ponies, number 33, Lucia DeLeon.
Lucia DeLeon's going to sub in. And Thompson, they're still working on her at the training table. And so now the officials are speaking with Jamie Sobolik. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully she'll be able to get back in.
Well, I think once they address what happened. Oh, she got poked right around the eye there. And Thompson just had a couple of free throws here. Lucia missing the first. It wasn't like her ankle got stepped on, or it wasn't like what happened in your case. But that was a big absence. Stillwater comes up empty, and they've got to play without Thompson for the time being. McCall to Frost. I thought Frost would have had it if she went up right away. Tried that fadeaway move.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I think she should have gone up right away.
Of course, I'm up here, so it's a little easier for me to say that. But I've seen that happen a couple of times where players would backpedal when it looked like they had an open layup right there.
Mm-hmm.
And I can only imagine a glimpse of what you go through, Olivia, but I'm guessing for someone like you or Marisa, you're running through at least dozens, if not more, decisions in your head every time you've got the ball, and even when you don't have it.
For sure, especially in this circumstance. She just...
Autumn McCall leans into the layup. Well, speaking of decision makers, Autumn McCall, I'd say, made a pretty good one.
That was a great one, yep. She can get this free throw to tie it.
And again, though, like you said, you're going through all these decisions, trying to survey, trying to gauge what routes a player might run, what you'll run. There's a lot that goes into this.
Yeah, anything can kind of happen. You just got to read the defense, and the defense can switch it up anytime. So
it's a constant guessing game. It's like playing chess with live moving pieces. We are tied at 61 after the three-point play. Again, Thompson back on the bench. We'll see if she's able to return. DeLeon drew the foul. And Thompson is going to check back in. Okay.
Here's number 32, Jordan Metz. That's her third. Two-shot foul for number 33.
And she's checking with the scores table, so all right. Well, I've learned something, if nothing else, from this game. If this happens in sections or state, because I'll probably be calling a few of those.
Yep.
Lucia De Leon making the front end to give Stillwater the lead. Lucia doesn't score a ton, just a couple of points per game. Splits at the line. And you wonder, Olivia, if Thompson had been able to shoot those free throws, Stillwater might be looking at a lead here. Instead, it's a 1-point game with 2 minutes to go. But still plenty of time.
Centennial needs a good possession here.
3 offline from Metz. I know she can hit them. I'm not sure if that's the player you were looking for, but let's see what happens. Oh, Buckhalton threw it away. And now Thompson's coming in. Looks like she got bandaged up right around her eye. And when you're poked in the eye, that can sting for a bit.
That can hurt.
Yikes, that was close. But Centennial able to retrieve. Metz looking for anywhere to go. Jump ball, Centennial with the arrow. 1:23 left. Olivia, what do you look for here? The shot clock should reset to 20 with the jump ball, but who do you set up a play for here?
I think they need to get a screen up for Marisa and I think they need a 2-point shot. They don't necessarily need a 3 right now, but if that's what's open, then get a rebound.
Frost. Well, they've been looking for that 3 ball, haven't found it. They've been scrapping for rebounds. It's Aspen Gray, couldn't lean into it. We've got a minute to go. And Tim Pepper calling timeout right away, 58.7.
It was a close one.
Now Stillwater cannot hold like you used to. Had this been last year, they could have held if they wanted, but they've got to run a set. A 3 would go a long way to getting you the win. A 2 would help too. So Olivia, big possession here. What are you looking for from the two sides?
I think Stillwater should get a 2. I don't think they want to risk getting a 3 up necessarily. And I think Centennial just needs to force a quick shot so they'll have more time on the offensive end. And I think Stillwater wants to hold it to the last couple seconds for their shot clock.
Well, if you're looking for a 2, we've seen Thompson get a couple of drives in there. Annika Pepper has been a great free throw shooter, and Stillwater in the double bonus. Maybe you go on a dribble drive, if nothing else, draw a foul, and maybe score a couple at the line.
Yeah.
But we know Thompson and Pepper well. Centennial opting to play foul and chase here, and they're going to put a more untested product at the line in Franny De Leon. All things considered, Olivia, maybe not a bad move by Centennial. You want to extend the game. And Stillwater's been a little shaky at the line as of late, outside of Pepper and Thompson.
Yeah, it turns to be a good move for Centennial.
Well, if nothing else, again, you stop the clock, and that's what Centennial's trying to do. And it worked out for them, an empty possession, but they still need a bucket to take the lead. And Stillwater has a foul to give if they need it. McCall at the high post. Sees nobody. Tough drive there. Shot clock is off. Centennial has to foul here if they can't get rid of it. And they find Thompson. And Olivia, you've been in how many of these games in club and high school when it's that tight? I think you have that desire. You want to take the initiative. feel like sometimes it can get you into some tight situations, though.
Yeah, I think that was the right call to drive it, but maybe there was someone open on the other side for a kick, but I think she had the right intention in getting to the basket there. It's a hard situation.
And that's what makes this game so fun. It can be nerve-wracking for coaches and players as Amy Thompson makes both free throws. 26 points. Well, if Stillwater hangs on for the win, I think Amy's going to wear that battle scar with pride.
Yeah, for sure.
Much like you have.
Yeah. We'll see I wonder if it was right by her eyebrow or.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I saw some bandage up there, and again, anytime you're poked or hit around that eye area, it can take, because you're watering up, so it's not only a cut, but you can't see for a bit because you're tearing up a lot.
Yeah.
But what a game this has been. It looked like Centennial had the upper hand. Stillwater's been able to keep Centennial at bay. Still not over, though. Centennial could tie it with a 3. We know Frost and McCall have hit a couple of those. Who do you go to here with time winding down?
I think Marisa, she's kind of proven, even though she's been a little not as productive the second half, but I think through the season she's proved to be a great three-point shooter, and I think they'll call on their leader right now to hit that 3.
McCall and Metz have 3s as well. .5, and remember, Stillwater has a foul to give. If they're going to use it, make sure you don't do it in the act of shooting. There we go. Now, Olivia, do you foul up 3 if you're Stillwater?
I think they might. If they get an attack, I think they might foul on the shooter, but maybe not now.
Stillwater covering that perimeter well. 7 seconds. And Stillwater looks like they'll hang on for the win. That was incredible defense by Stillwater in the closing stages. Pepper has to make 1 of 2 to seal it, but they sealed off that arc, and Metz ended up throwing an errant pass into the lane. And what do you think this win will do for Stillwater?
I think it'll boost their confidence and continue to help them with their role into sections.
Stillwater trailed by 11, but they come from behind to take a 65-61 win, ending Centennial's 8-game winning streak and giving Stillwater, like you said, a huge boost in confidence heading into a big game with White Bear Lake on Wednesday.
Yeah.
What a game, and what a fun clash of strategy and wit and determination. We'll see if we can get a couple of Stillwater players up here before we wrap it up. This is high school girls basketball as the Fury teammates all share and embrace. It's Stillwater who goes to 18-7 with a 65-61 win. I'm joined by Annika Pepper. We were hoping to get Amy Thompson as well, but she's still recuperating from that hit she took to the face. Annika had 20 points, but all things considered, Annika, I'm not sure I'm the most qualified person to talk to you about this win, so why don't we bring Olivia over here, your fellow Fury comrade, and hear what she has to say, because I know she was impressed with what you and Amy and what everyone brought tonight. So where's Olivia? There she is. So all right, go for it, Olivia.
Alrighty. So what were your thoughts going through your head at halftime, like as a team? What were you thinking to try and come back?
I really thought that we needed to make sure we helped enough Marisa Frost as she was really hurting us getting to the basket. Also, just a little bit harder on rebounds and not getting so many fouls right away.
How do you think your team helped you get open for a lot of your three-pointers?
I think they were driving really good to the basket and forcing help and then making the good pass out, and then we were just shooting and they were going in.
And how does it feel to get this win against Centennial going into your last game and into sections?
It feels really good. It's a good win against a good team, and we're all really excited that we got the win tonight as we lost on Friday, and it just feels really good to go into our last game with a win.
All right, so that was well done, Olivia. I'll go ahead and join the party
Should I go on
here.
this side? I'll go on this side.
Yeah, all right.
Go in the middle.
Because we want to include Olivia, too, and if you have anything more, feel free to add to this. But, Annika, first half, it was Centennial that had the upper hand. Marisa Frost hit that buzzer beater three. It looked like they had all the momentum, but the second half, you were able to contain her and kind of take a page out of their playbook. So what adjustments did you make to come back from 11 points down?
I think a really big point that we had to talk about was making sure that we were helping in off her as she was just getting like pretty open layups, and then also just not fouling them, trying to keep our hands up and not going down so much when they were shooting.
Now, I'm wondering, Annika, has Olivia over the years in your Fury scrimmages, did she pass on anything that you think helped you and your team tonight?
I think she's a really, really good passer, and that definitely helped as when we were driving in, we were kicking it open to the open girl on the three-point line, and everyone was just shooting the open shot, and I think she does that really well.
Thanks.
So Olivia had a helping hand tonight, even though she wasn't playing. And for you and Amy have really taken the leadership this year. Amy having a great season and came back, hit a few free throws. So how have you adapted taking up that mantle after getting to play alongside the likes of Lexi Carlin, Amber Scalia early on? How have you and Amy taken control of this team?
I think last year Amy had a really big role, so she kind of have just, and then now it's even bigger this year, and she's really carried that on, and she's been playing great this year. And this year we're a little bit smaller than we've ever been in the past, so we've really adjusted more, kind of just driving in, kicking out to each other, really moving the ball, and working together on defense to stop bigger girls.
All right. Do you have anything else you'd like to add, Olivia? Or?
I don't think so.
All right, then. Annika, I'll ask you this before we go. You want to say hi to anybody?
Hi, Mom.
Well, hi, Mom, and hi, Amy. We hope that heals up because we want to see you get 40 points again. That still impresses me. Well, Annika, thanks for stopping by. Congrats on the win, and enjoy this last week of the regular season.
Thank you.
And that will do it here from Centennial High School in Circle Pines. For Olivia, Olson, and the rest of our crew, I'm Mike Peden. Thank you for watching.